Today I want to talk about some ways that introverts can transform themselves into like an extrovert. It may not be thoroughly that, but here are some ways that I try to be more extroverted than I am and basically adapt in situations where I feel awkward or like I'm feeling a little, you know what I'm saying, introverted, and I'm like, okay, this is probably not the best setting for me to be this way, and I just want to be extroverted in this particular moment. So this will be my little list of things that I do, you know, and I want to be more extroverted in whatever given time, place, event that I'm at. So starting off with number one, I just want to say, have goals to share your opinions once or twice a day. So anyone who's in school, college, high school, middle school, elementary, I got a wide audience here. Just make it a point for you to at least raise your hand once or twice. Like if the teacher's asking you a question and, you know what I'm saying, you know the answer, you should make an effort to say the answer, even if it crushes your soul inside and outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna hurt to do, but as you do this more and more, like, you'll get better to the point where you'll do it once a day. You just make a point. And what I used to do is at each class, like especially in English, when we have to like express our opinions about specific events that happened inside of Romeo and Juliet. If you guys read that book in high school, yeah, you know that book was crazy. Like the language in that, it was this the storyline, the language. It was a tough book to read. It still is, because the language in that book is very old English. And yeah, but it was a very interesting book to say the least, and the events that happened in that book, I don't want to spoil it and say what actually what happened, but to get back to the point is we would have to make these long analytical like opinions about the book, and sometimes we would get into heated debates, and I would just sit around and kind of just like watch everything happen. Even though I'd have thoughts in my mind knowing exactly what I wanted to say, I would just kind of just let everyone have the, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to talk. And just sitting there and not being a part of the conversation kind of made you feel like it wasn't fun, and I really wanted to be in that particular debate, and I just wanted to voice my opinion, to get it out. You know that feeling in your neck where you just, it just feels like something is stuck in your neck? That's what it feels like when you don't voice your opinions often. It just feels like it gets clogged up, and you just need to say that. So for me to combat that, I always made it a duty for me at each class, whether it was trigonometry, dance, it was English, it was movie review, I always said I gotta speak at least once or twice in each class. And as I kept doing that, I became more comfortable with speaking publicly, to the point where it even helped me with speaking to you guys on camera now. Like, I'm actually comfortable. And the second thing I want to talk about as well is be in an environment that you're also very like interested in. Like, you have a lot to say. Like, for example, if you play video games like League of Legends or Roblox, and you play Bloxburg and you're really good at it, or Arsenal, try to be in those environments. Like if it's a Discord, that really gets you like amped up to the point where it really makes you antsy not to say something. Like, I know what I'm saying, I hear what you're saying, but I need to say something, because what you're saying this is the meta, and it's really not the meta, because that gun is trash and you could be using this gun to win this match. I'm just saying. Or if you playing League, and I don't play League much, I don't know, let's say Overwatch, let's say Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, right? You are using a Vazneck, and you're like, oh, you shouldn't use that for long range. You should probably use a TAC 21. Yeah, like stuff like that. But be in environments where you are very like intellectually inclined, that it bothers you not to say something. Like, you have so much information that you have to spew it out. It's like information overload. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, me being a dancer and just being around like other dancers, I'm always like asking a lot of questions, and asking questions is a form of public speaking itself. You don't have to say something, you don't have to make a statement. You can make a question. That's also a form of public speaking too. That also allows you to practice your extroverted abilities or you being more extroverted. It has helped me a lot because I ask a lot of questions. I don't care how dumb I sound. I like to be the dumbest one in the room because I'm learning something from everybody. You know, that's just me. But yeah, first have goals to speak once or twice a day and try to put yourself in environments where you are heavily invested, you actually are interested in. You're not going to have the privilege to do this every time, especially when you're in school, right? You may not be interested in social studies or science, none of that, but always, you know what I'm saying, if you can, in an ideal situation, try to put yourself in a situation where you are interested in the topic, and it becomes easier to talk because you actually know what you're saying without putting much thought into it. The third thing I want to say is take your time and allow yourself to think, right? If you are in a situation where you are listening, you're not listening, you're just trying to respond, like you're just like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I just want to say something right now because, you know what I'm saying, I got it right now. Just give yourself some time. Actually listen to what the person is saying so you can respond instead of just talking at them, if you get what I'm saying. Like, there's some people that just look at you and it looks like they're just looking to respond. They're just looking at you like this. Yeah, okay, word. Instead of being actively listening to what the person is saying, they can give you more insight into what you're saying, and the conversation can go so many different ways. They're literally, if you listen to a conversation, it will give you more things to say if you're actively listening to that person. And I had to learn this as well too, because I would get so antsy sometimes, like I would get nervous and I would try so hard to remember exactly what it is that I'm going to say word for word, like to the point where I'm so focused on what I'm going to say that I'm kind of tuning that person out, or what's going on around me out. So I become tunnel vision, and then when it comes time for me to speak, they have stopped speaking like 2-3 seconds ago, and you just look like that. You know what I'm saying? That look crazy. I would be like, you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to have those situations where you look awkward and the person doesn't feel like you're listening to them, because the easiest way for someone to feel like a negative kind of feeling towards you is for you not to be listening to them when they're actually talking. And when you hit a point in their mind where they're like invested in the conversation and you're just waiting to respond, it just turns them off completely, because it's like, oh, I said all of this and you're not even listening to me. They're not going to say that, but you can kind of feel it afterwards, especially for people that are like empathic and just feel like the vibes of people without even actually saying something, or just very observant. Yeah, you'll feel that energy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about for my empaths out there. You know what I'm saying? But number 4, go out to events by yourself. This is a hard one. It is not something easy to do. I got to work myself to this day to go to events by myself. When I moved out here to Houston, I've been to a few events by myself. I went to the club by myself. Mind you, not to flex. Please don't take this as me flexing. I have jewelry on. I have all this kind of different stuff. So I'm already attracting a lot of attention. I like to look good. You know what I'm saying? So me looking a certain way and doing that, it just puts that unnecessary amount of attention on me. And it's like, I just want to vibe out and chill out. But things like that, it gives people something to talk about. They're like, okay, he looks cool. He looks well put together. You know, those like, have something about yourself that sticks out or makes people want to converse with you, right? Usually for me, I don't really have to like do as much talking like to meet someone else, because I'm usually like just vibing out, just like dancing, and then someone comes to me, oh, nice moves, I'm not usually like doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and you know what I'm saying, like, but I'm just vibing. I got a little cup in my hand. I would have like some wine or something, or a liquor or whatever, but I don't drink anymore, by the way, yeah, I would just be vibing out, and people would come to me and be like, oh, you here by yourself? Yeah, I'm here by myself, man. I'm just vibing, just filling out the room. And, you know, just be honest. That's another thing I want to talk about. Be honest with your conversations. It is so easy. Don't try to come off like, oh my God, I'm in desperate need of conversation right now. Just be like, yeah, I'm just vibing out right now. I came out here by myself just to be social, you know what I'm saying? That's what I usually just be like, yeah, I'm just here by myself, just vibing. I just moved out here not too long ago, trying to meet some people. And then I've got like a few friends now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're honest, people can feel that. And there's like, if they don't mess with you off of your honesty, then it's just not meant to be. Like, if you're honest and they don't mess with that, it's cool. Leave it alone. It's not meant to be, right? Just, right? Excuse me. I'm gonna leave room for better people and more compatible people to what is the word? What is the word? To invite themselves to my life. You know what I'm saying? That is not the word, but we're gonna make it work. Yeah. Go out to events by yourself. It's the scariest thing, but on the other side of fear is oblivion, right? Is it oblivion? I think it's oblivion. No, it's not. It's not oblivion. On the other side, it's a quote, and I messed up the quote. I'm sorry. On the other side of fear, the grass is greener. That is my quote. That's my version. It's just on the other side of fear, it looks better, okay? Things are better on the other side of fear. If you could get over it, ain't gonna do it. It's not a one-time thing, though. It's not like, okay, you go outside by yourself one time and you're a god. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's you go outside one time and you get progressively better at it. It may never go away, but I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I've been going out by myself a lot. And I still gotta be like, okay, all right. We going out today? Let's rock out. Okay, I'm calling the Uber right now. In 5 minutes, I gotta be ready to go. And I'll just, boop. It's time to go. Uber is outside. I'm vibing and hello. Can't go back, right, until the night is over. Okay, right? The last thing I want to talk about, right? This is for all my gamers. Play games with voice chat. Oh my gosh. You can really practice your public speaking and just your speaking skills when you're on the mic on the game. If you're playing Modern Warfare 2, if you're playing Overwatch, if you're playing any game with voice chat, if you're on Discord with a bunch of friends, Roblox has voice chat, some games has voice chat. Just practice being on a mic. It's scary as hell at first, right? It is scary to get on the mic and be like, hey guys, and they just keep talking. They just, yeah, go get that guy on the left. And they just not paying attention to you. So you got to kind of force your way into the conversation. You don't want to be too try-hardy, right? Yesterday is a perfect example. I loaded up Counter-Strike Global Offensive and I joined a zombie server, right? I haven't played zombies in a long time, right? And there was just people, it was 53 people on the server just going crazy. I was like, okay. I'm like, what is this map? Literally, I'm like, just the most random question. I was like, what is this map? People kept talking. They just steamrolled over what I just said. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get you. I looked at the names on the player names, and I was a zombie, and they were running. And I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get you, my boy. I'm gonna get you. Like, I started doing like random stuff like that, and it's like, no, you're not. Like, now they're paying attention to me because I'm being part of the situation. Like, you gotta kind of shove yourself in these situations sometimes, and allow yourself to feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Allow that. It's okay. Like, it's not something you're used to doing. You're used to being mute, and you're used to being observant and seeing what's going on. You can still be both. You know what I'm saying? You could be a hybrid. You could be an omnivert, ambivert. I forgot the word, but it's something in between. And you can dip and dive into both. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what really helped me, I'm a huge gamer. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole setup and all that. Just saying, like, if you want to smoke in Counter-Strike or Call of Duty, let me know. I will fry you. I will fry you. But I've been playing video games since I'm 5, and I'm 25 now. So, right? PC games to be explicit. So you know how we get. You know how we get. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get. But yeah, voice chat will really. First, it will allow you to make some friends on the internet, and it'll allow you to practice your skills without having to have that visual aspect of yourself. Like, say if you're insecure about the way that you look and things of that nature, right? You can not even worry about that. But the physical appearance it's been taken out, so it's kind of easier to have conversations without the whole lookism thing happening, right? It kind of makes it a little bit easier to have that conversation, and it'll translate to real life scenarios. Like, I owe a huge thanks to like video games in general, because it has some positive aspects to it too. Like, if you're not addicted to it, but the social aspect and the voice chat aspect of it, top tier. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of toxic gamers over there that say the N-word and spam it. I get a lot of them. I get it every day when I play Call of Duty, when I smoke people, right? But hello, that is conversation too. Like, you can talk back to them, talk crazy to them. That's exercising your public speaking as well. Like, all of that, the act of talking is just you talking. Me talking right now is even though it's not to somebody, it's to you guys, right? You may not be right here, but it helps. Like, I feel like I'm a better conversationalist than I was when I was in high school, for sure. Like, I used to hate small talk. I still do, but I know how to manage it and I can tolerate, right? If I feel like the conversation is like mundane and kind of like dookie, I can tolerate it. But I prefer meaningful conversations and things like that. But that comes with time too. Like, you have to develop those kind of conversations. And the last thing I want to say is there's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a good book. And there's another book. It's called 99. I forgot the name. Read how to win friends and influence people. That is a good book to read. And when I find the other one, I will tell you. It's 99 ways to talk. Something. If you know the book, How to Talk 99 Ways of Conduct, it's something. But thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want another video topic on something else, like best introvert jobs, I regret being a people pleaser, or stop trying to save everyone, let me know which one you want and I'll make that video next. I love you guys so much, and we out of here, no cap. Yeah.